comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Get into the ring! Don't expect round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Opts for the throw. Anticipates the opening. Lots of aggression from both sides. What's the play here? Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here? Will this super art connect? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Connects with medium kick. The corner blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Medium kick hits. Goes for the level 1 super. Player one will have to fight back here without any drive. Closing plus under his drive impact to close the round. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Brushes that off and keeps going. Punching hand slap. Player one needs to use the cut of the down to the wire. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. A drive impact. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Connects with medium kick. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurt.
Super! Yo! Critical art and what a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who will come out on top? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Goes low. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Ooh. Hits him with a stopping block. Even fishing to get meter is risky in this game and may affect overhead, but it won't work. Player one needs to wait this out. Burns out. Player one is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Drops him hard. Player, will this super art do anything? Both sides over in a flash. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Goes low. Snares him. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Player two with the life lead. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Trips them up. Grabs them. Knockdown. Picture perfect punish counter. Punching hand slap. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps up. One chance here may end this match. Player one chases them down. KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes in on the impact for nothing. You do not want to miss an impact. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening, experiencing burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Blocks the impact. Connects with medium kick. kills him with a stopping box. Looking to impress with this super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Here's to a fair fight. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Opts for the throw. Oh, whiffs the grab. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Player one needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. From up above, takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? The super ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks with a medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The super armor does its job. Lets off a Yoga Fire. A quick breather. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. So fires off as a Novo. Scrapping it out, experiencing burnout. This can lead to some big damage. Finishes with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Shows the median, brushes that off, and keeps going. Sneaks in above. Digs in deep to get that drive in. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. They're taking a the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Throws them. Player one can't use. There's a burnout. Player one all in with a rush. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player one, ooh, what a smart throw. Getting up close and personal. Let's the Chernovo rip. Both sides getting ready. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This is it! Oh, Punk's nothing but air! They didn't take the throw! Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show. That match had it all. Taps him on the toe. Adds a bit of OG spice there. Corbola can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. The super armor does its job. Utilizes the bagging on a super art here to turn up the heat. How's this going to shake out? Oh! Player two chases them down. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Knockdown. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Can't tech the throw? Life lead opens up. Projectile to try and change the situation. Can't KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Grabs them. Good work staying in throw range there. Teleports. That's experiencing burnout. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Hits them with a stopping block. Player two digs in deep to get that drive impact. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player one fools them and locks them in embrace. A quick breather. No! Just right in there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fight hit them with a stopping block? Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Connects with the throw. Their drive gauges aren't full. This means less resources to use when an opportunity strikes. Turns out. What's next? Player 2. And whips. They're wide open. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? They've got about half. Sets up with the jump in. Getting it all on this level 2 super arm. Lands the super. Time for dessert. Very nice, free glove. Player 1, it reads the throw and escapes. This is gonna hurt. Oh boy. All the throw connects. Both fighters they're just gonna go for it with the super. Throws it in. Throws! I can't believe it. Awesome! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
match. Fighting ground. Special Arcade Online Race Match. Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Nowhere to run.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a good read on their opponent. Got to teach him you can't just throw out moves. Goes for the command grab. Player one has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player two has the meter lead. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us that slight doubt is all it took. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Not shy with the grab. Player two can build off this lead. Target lock and scoop. Player two can't let their drive hit them with a stop and bop. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. The throw missed. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Goes for the Sakai Kuwazan. Vintage jury. We are at a standstill, but we maced the overhead deny. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. No escaping that. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
Here we go. Here we go.
Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big...
Choose a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Nowhere to run. Time to erase you.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Had the radar up and running. Gets the jump in. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Gets a risky block in. So they break both, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
In with snake step. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Hits them with a stop and pop. But experiencing burnout. Burns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan. Knockdown and... burnout activates. Barely blocks the jump in. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. So, what's next? Blocks it, connects with the throw. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Gets the side switch. Here comes the corner pressure. That combo finishes it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Hits the drive. Final round. Who will be looking to impress with this super? Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
That felt good, didn't it?
Super! Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player one with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? No, throws them. What now? Player two is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Getting up close and personal. Hits that with confidence. That combo finishes it. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Brushes that off and keeps going. Grabs him. Brushes off the impact. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. The neutral game is much harder to control without a full drive gauge, so they'll be looking to fill it back up. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. They break things off to take a quick breather. Takes a trip. Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few wins out in the battle of the skies. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes in on the impact for nothing. You do not want to whiff an impact. Hits them with a stop and pop. Took him to the corner and uses the gauge for a super arm. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
That felt good, didn't it?
Wow, that's some big-time damage there. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What'll happen here? Cuts in with the driving. Still slugging it out at this range. Finds the target. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Smart play with the throw. Impact squash. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Uses their drive gauge. Player 2 is working throws them. Okay, here we go. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Keeps them out. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. A jump in? Hits them with a stop and pop. Here comes a big finds the target. Wrecks them. Yes, sir. More damage. Please. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Party time. Catches them in the pull-up sword. Amazing. Player 1 can't let this simmer. All the throw connects. Okay, will this super art do anything? We're so close! Ugh, take a seat! Taking chunks out of each other here. I called it! They are done!
Enjoy the trip!
Player 1 made some smart moves there! Great game!
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Shall we begin?
Prepare.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent.
You launch. You fight.
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here? Goes for the command grab. Player one is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Can they outlast it? Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Not shy with the grab. KO! Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. A blade forward jump there to start. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Reads them. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Jump? Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters planning something? Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Gutsy play with the grab. Whiffs the impact. Throws them forward and maintains the KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right. Got barely connected, but it still counts. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Reads them. Where is their opening? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player two chases them down, sees it coming and blocks it out. Had the radar up, low heavy for the win. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps in. Just out of range for that throw. Long, low attack hit. Reads them. Player two has the light, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. No! This will break them! It's too much! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Here's to round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
So it goes.
Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Trying to read each other here? Misses the drive impact. Sticks the jump in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Experiencing burnout. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Closing moments of the match. What in there? Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Brushes off the impact. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player, it's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Going in, player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Jumps it, crowns him from above. Too slow. It's time to go in. The Pale Rider snatches them. They're looking to end things right here. Ugh. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. A little too greedy there. Grabs them. Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Slips the grab. Goes to the overdrive. The jump in is denied. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Drive rush. Gets in their face. Life lead opens a KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Not shy with the grab. Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Out of range, relatively safe. Torbalan barely blocks the jump in. Perfect input, not letting up. Jumps in. Awesome. Brushes that off and keeps going. Full SA meters on 10 the meter, hoping for a good return. Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. They must have a game plan here with a critical up KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Smart play with the throw. Manages to block the jump and tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Connects with the throw. What's next? Blocks that off. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arm. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Drive impact misses. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Getting up close and hurt forward rush. Nothing stops this train. damage on that. Checks with a sandblast. I called it! I called it! What now? They are done! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Here's to round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Gets the crossing. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Player 2 with the life lead. What's the play here? Those aren't working here. Brushes off the blow. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down.
So it goes.
Fires off in overdrive. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. A little too greedy there. Oh! Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The super armor does its job. Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Oh, will this early super art shape the course of the round? Vagabond and sends them flying. Jumps. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Jumps up. Experiencing burnout. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Here's to a fair fight.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump in, finds the mark. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Solid combo. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. That's the jump in they were looking for. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Swagger step. Goes for it all, but just misses. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. Takes them and goes in for the hug. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this rate. Change of plans. Connects with the throw. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Are we going to see a comeback here? Back tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go. They can't squander this punish counter chance. The next cut crashes out the cage right there.
Meaningless happens.
Wait, what? Are they actually dead? No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Brushes that off and keeps going. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Was that a good decision? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Can't tech the throw? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opts for the free flow kicks to get to this super art connect. Wait, the super doesn't hit. Parries the projectile. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they springs forward with the drive rush. Each hit is so important here. Drive rush to keep it going. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Grabs them with the embrace. Going in. Player 2 has the chance to brush that off and keeps going. Overdrive art ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Grabs and throws them away. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Oh, the throw connects. knockdown and nails the overdrive arrow kick. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go shoot their shot? Drive impact misses. Uh-oh. Devil Song. Player 2 turns out. What now? And whip. They're wide open. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Take that gourd away. He's maxed out. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Ooh, taking him for a rough hit. It is over. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Goes for the surprise rush-in. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Starts with a jump-in. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Very solid corner switch. Oh, whiffs the throw. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Were they baiting them into that? Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for it all, but just misses. Jump. Caught in the cross. Hits them with the stop and bop. Grabs them with the embrace. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Oh, slick reactions with a vertical roll. A real test of nerves here. Crowns them from above. Send them to another dimension. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. It tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. They're in range. Knocks them out of the air. Blast that off. Oh my God, what a throw test. Blank drive impact misses. This is a turns out. Okay, here we go. A jump. Send them to another dimension. The super connect. Jumps. Oh, drops them from the air. Pulls them and locks them in embrace. Tons of space between the fighters now. Chips them for the win. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Gets the jump in. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. There's a corner switch. What's the play here? Reads them. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Starting to sweat a bit. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive attack. Very bad choice there. All right, what's coming up next? Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient. Oh, looking to ramp up the voltage here. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Brushes that off and keeps going. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Whiffs with that huge attack. You do not want to whiff an impact. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Still scrapping for control of the space. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Oh, critical art now?
Meaningless efforts.
Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Both fighters are hurting. Rushes in. He burns the game on the flatline zone. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Ready? Then show me.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Handily escapes the throw. The throw is escaped. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Goes for the throw. Trips him up. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Oh! Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Combo with the target combo. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Had the radar up and running. Feeling out the spacing. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Trying to read each other here? The jump in is denied. Throws them to negate the block. A super art? Who will capitalize on an opening first? Genius read. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 needs to use the burnout activate. Threads it cleanly. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Dashes forward. Good parry here to try and make something happen. It's not easy to parry projectiles in the heat of a match, but it's definitely effective. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leap. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Hits them with a stop and bop. Smart play with the throw. The impact doesn't do anything. You've gotta be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Knockdown and... Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters have a full super meter, brushes that off and keeps going. Quick dashing. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Bet that.
This might be a clutch anti-air. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Medium kick. Impact squashed. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Fires without warning. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of... There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player brushes that off and keeps going. Quick dashing. There's a burnout. Amazing. Drops them from the air. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. What's next? Oh, yo, Raw super here. That back throw was huge. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Here comes the boom. Wants to close it out in style. Is it enough? Wasn't a sure bet, but the meter management was so on point. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Checks with a medium. Barely blocks the jump in. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Player 2 has the life advantage. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. Grabs them. What's their game? Oh! The good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Now you understand.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Connects with medium kick. Hits them with a stop and block. Locks him with a target combo. Both fighters planning something? Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Can't tech the throw? What'll happen here? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather hits them with a stop and bop. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Reaches out with a lightning kick. Still slugging it out. Cashes out the cage right there. Gets the critical arm. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they're gonna think of a follow-up. Player 1 can't call show from heaven. What were they thinking? No! Stand off the wall! Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Both of them were ready for a throw. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. They were right to be on guard there. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive. Cross that off. Oh, the throw connects. There's a burnout. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Drive impact medium kick. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Neither of them are willing to back off here. Trips him up. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Gets out of the corner. Player one chases them down. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to hold your breath. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Oh! Digs in deep to get that drive in. They need to rely on their instincts here. Jumps? Just goes for it at this range. Oh, what's this? Tucked under his drive impact to close the round. Player two with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Brushes that off and keeps going. Flashes him. It's a good spot to use the super. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player one will need burnout activate. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. Big opportunity coming. A jump? Filthy cross-up. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it block. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. Nothing stops this train. Player one can't use drive anymore. There's a burnout. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. All the throw connects. Jump! Amazing! Jump! Solid anti-air! Somehow manages to block the jump in. Sets up with the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw! I called it! I called it! What were they thinking? Ugh, take a seat! It is over! Player two really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drums.
comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Get into the ring. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Getting a punish counter like that is how you want to start a round. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Gets back with a well-placed drive reversal. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Gets a good read on their opponent, gets through the opening. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Still slugging it out here. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Impacts and up takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Oh, easy tech. Hold your breath. Digs in deep to get that drive in. They don't... burnout activates. Player 2 has completely experiencing burnout in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Escapes with the reversal. That drive impact is blocked. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 needs to use... Hits him with a stop and pop. But brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Whips with that huge attack. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump. Drive impact misses. They must have a game plan here with raw critical. What's going to happen? Hotline zone. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Uh-oh. Falls short. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1, Oicho! Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Ups the damage, uses the gauge for a super arm. Ultimate killer ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps. Player 1 closed out the last round with a super. They spent that cash, but will it come back to bite them? They quick with wall splash into the guard break. 100 hands. Escapes with the reversal. Player 1 with a slight. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 needs the drive impact misses. Turning it right up with a super. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Will you bring an ND and whooping ass to work?
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 is in Kotsugeki Tuna phase. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Getting up, turns out. They're recovered. Throws. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. So are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays.
Choose a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Poison's on the menu.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to turn up the pressure with the overdrive projectile. Goes for the surprise rush in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Nothing but air for the impact. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first, down to the wire. Beautiful setup and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. It goes for the super art? They break things off to take a quick breather. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Throws a fireball here. Maybe has a simple zone. He brushes that off and keeps going. Hits him in the gut. Knockdown. Player two. Oh! There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Springs forward with the drive rush. The super doesn't hit. Player two has an empty drive gauge. Drive rush to keep it going. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. The drive impact doesn't work. Our fighters are at a step. Burnout activates. Big step. Perfect execution with the anti-air. A quick breather. Their life is and whip. They're wide open. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Down to the wire. Gets a good read on their opponent. Gets through the opening. Player two has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player two in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player two chases them down. Where's their opening? Goes to the overdrive. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Rejects the air attack. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player two chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Experiencing burnout. This Shin Hashogaki is gonna see. The super doesn't hit. KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.